Let's move on to Cleveland. They I know they did like a Ricky Rubio trade that's not showing up here.
Uh-huh.
It was like they traded Tarian Prince to Minnesota and they got Ricky Rubio. I mean, from what I read in the article, it was like a leadership type of deal. They wanted someone to mentor what's his name? Darius Garland.
Yeah, they're just trying to stack up point guards, man.
I mean, let's observe it, man. Like Cleveland, we know where they're at. They're not contending. They're nowhere near it. I'm expecting them to be at the bottom of the conference. They have a couple young dudes with potential, right? Like Sexton plays great. Darius
But
Garland has potential.
they drafted this guy named Mobley.
Evan Mobley, right? Evan Mobley.
Yeah,
So is he like a 4 or 5?
I think he's like a four.
So the the main thing that everyone's like, what the hell is gonna happen is like, what's going on with Kevin Love? Is he gonna get waived? Is he gonna get traded? But they got to get Kevin Love out of Cleveland, and maybe this Evan Mobley drafting is it might be like a hint that maybe they'll legit move on from Kevin Love. That's another one too, man. Let's not forget. Imagine if Kevin Love gets bought out or something from Cleveland this year.
And then he goes to the Nets.
Nets, Lakers. He's gonna go to a contender. That's something to keep an eye on, man. Because that dude looks more frustrated with like every passing game, like with good reason.
Yo,
Uh,
my
Cat.
bad. My bad. It says Evan Mobley, position center, height 7 feet, 215 pounds, out of USC.
Okay, so you just said center. So if we're looking at what's on this screen, they signed Jarrett Allen to a 5-year extension. Jarrett Allen, who plays the center position, the same position as their top pick this year. What's the logic behind that?
Yo, I'm telling you, man, this squad is so weird. They're getting the young center, top three overall pick. They signed another center. They got like two really young guards, and then they go sign a veteran guard,
Really, really young, undersized guards.
and then they go and sign an old guard.
Well,
I don't,
trade for him. But yeah, Ricky Rubio.
I don't know what's up with this squad, man. This see, this reminds me of the year that the Wolves signed or drafted Johnny Flynn and Ricky Rubio. It's
Right.
just like let's just go hard on the guards. Like let's just get him, man. Don't worry about anything else. I don't know, dude.
Like we said, they drafted Evan Mobley. I like that, right? Because they have the Sexton Garland backcourt. Now you need to address the front court. So that's a W in my opinion for that. But the Jared Allen is like, what the hell is that, man? Let's run through Cleveland real quick. I pulled up their roster. They have Kevin Love, who is kind of like super odd man out. Sexton, some of these dudes I don't even know. I don't know Jeremiah Martin. I don't know Lamar Stevens. I don't know Windler. Garland's good. Prince isn't there. Shetty Osman, Dellavedova, Dotson, Larry Nance Jr. I don't know this guy, Allen, Dean Wade. It's just not a good team. Okoro, I don't even know. Like, was he good last year? Do you know if this guy was good, Isaac Okoro? I know he was
No,
their lottery pick last year.
no, I don't know.
Like, if you're going young, are you playing Darius Garland, Sexton, Okoro, Mobley, and maybe Kevin Love or Jared Allen. I mean, it's not the worst. There's some potential there for Cleveland, but overall, we're talking about the transactions they made. It's like a C. What do you give Cleveland?
Given their situation, man, I'll probably give them like a B, just
Like
because
a
it's just yeah, just because who wants to go to Cleveland? Like, there's so many other options. Like, just them getting what they got. It's just like, why would Ricky Rubio want to even go there? I don't know.
yeah. So I'll give them a B as well. Because I feel like a B is like kind of like middle of the pack grade, and they kind of made middle of the pack moves because I like the Evan Mobley, but then I'm also kind of like, what's with the Jared Allen? So
Yeah,
I think B is fair for Cleveland. Hopefully Sexton and Garland could, take more leaps, and maybe Cleveland could become a little competitive. But I'm just flabbergasted by the Jared Allen dude. Like, I don't know. I never even really liked him to begin with. Like, I never been a big fan of how I told you, like those Steven Adams dudes, that it's like just rebound, you can only finish around the rim, don't really have like a polished game as far as like a mid range goes. You're not a reliable free throw shooter. You can't step out and hit a three, right? Like Dwight Howard is like that right now. But the difference is the Lakers got Dwight Howard for relatively cheap. I'm pretty sure Cleveland just gave Jared Allen like a big deal. And that's when I don't like when you do that, when you give big deals to guys who aren't very skilled. Yeah, like look, Jared Allen, 5 years, 100 million.
as a kung fu center.
This is 20 mil a year, man, for Jared Allen. I'm not the 13.2 and 9.9 last year, 51 games with Cleveland.
That's I was hearing it like someone on like the radio around here. They were saying like that they were happy for Jared Allen for getting a contract like that. You should be, man. Like, this is life changing money, and they're like, you're on a mediocre team playing mediocre basketball. Like, you're not like a 2010 guy. You're a 13 and almost 10 guy. Like,
And like we
he should be happy for that contract.
and like we said, they literally just drafted someone who plays the same position. So it's not like you're gonna be like, okay, Jared Allen's gonna play 35 minutes a game and maybe he could do like a 17 and 12 or something. Like, it's kind of the same position. Your two big moves are dudes at the same position. So it's conflicting. That's why I give Cleveland that B.